Hey, how about that? It works perfectly tonight. Hello, YouTube. They're getting ready to announce the seniors for senior night here. Here comes Mr. Bob Fester with an update on the girls' score. Guarantee that's what he's done. Score stream's having problems tonight.
Look at you. Just got over. Centralia, Thursday and Saturday. I'm going Thursday.
You're a good assistant, Bob. You're a good assistant.
Oh, thank you. I used to have to run my butt off for getting Martin, so I'm going to I may go up there Thursday night. That's going to be a good game. I don't know who they're playing. Probably. I would imagine. That game is tomorrow night, right?
Okay, YouTube. Blake Brendan Beasley, the first senior to be introduced here this evening. It's Brad and his mom out there. And they got a big poster board. Gail Johnson and the Booster Club, they put together a photo board and had printed out, which they can have framed, which is pretty cool. Taylor Heil out with his dad, Tom, and his mom. And then here comes Blake Jackson and Bobby J, Coach Bobby J on the floor. They've been a lot of fun to watch since 8th grade. But who's this? Trainers, and that's Mike. Cheerleader. Oh, dance team.
No, they're not. This is. I don't know Field hockey, I think.
Big. I can't say. Who's the Monica?
Now our cheer squad. First,
what?
And our third cheerleader is JC Leidenrue, daughter of Tom and Beverly Leidenrue. And these are our seniors for 2016 and 17.
There you go. That is the senior recognition for tonight. I wish I had all the dance team names. I don't. I have the cheerleaders and, of course, the basketball players. But I was talking to Brendan Beasley a while ago earlier, and I said, it's senior night, buddy. He says, man, it doesn't seems like I'm just a freshman. So we're running about 10 minutes behind. Athletic Director Brett Dials picked up a part-time job here at the school.
If I can get a good boomerang tonight.
Maybe. You should be able to. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, everybody on YouTube, appreciate you tuning in. Waiting on the teams to get out here. They're waiting on the Bulldogs. They'll go out first. Or they're supposed to, let's put it that way. Nope, it's going to be the Lions. Senior night. Now, this is not their last game here. The playoffs will be starting. Regionals are going to be here, so they'll have at least one more home game. can you go get pictures of their posters for me, please? All right, Robert, let's roll it, buddy. It is senior night at Carterville High School on a Tuesday night as the Harrisburg Bulldogs, Scott Hudson, roll into town. And the final game, unofficially or officially, as they're still going to have one more game in the regionals here in a couple of weeks. But this is, as all intents and purposes, the final home game for our three seniors, Blake Jackson, Brendan Beasley, and Taylor Heil. Did you have a senior night?
Yes, I did.
What was it like?
It was so long ago, I think I came out in a covered wagon. I mean, it's been that long ago since I've been in high school. But this is a big night, especially for the seniors. It is their last regular season game here on the home floor. Carterville coming off a monster win over the Sparta Bulldogs, where Carterville shot 63% from the field. Carterville hoping to build on that big win with only counting tonight, only 3 games left in the regular season.
11 players scored on the Carterville Lions against Sparta the other night. Just everybody got involved. Everybody got into the game. And that's exactly what you need to have as you start getting toward the regionals and being able to know that you can go to the bench. Now, it was a blowout win, but every little bit of playing time helps because you never know how deep you may have to go off that bench.
Well, and I think with Luke Ford being out now for his 3rd straight game, it's given Coach Hawkins and his team a little bit of time to adjust to that. Players like Garby, who started the other night, Moore, who's getting playing time, Henderson got some playing time the other night. Those kids, and Valerius has gotten more playing time. Those kids are going to have to be counted upon, not only to come in and give valuable minutes, but to score, play good defense. And we don't know yet if and when Luke Ford will be back. He's going to have an MRI tomorrow on his foot. But it has given Coach Hawkins and his team some time to adjust to not having Ford in there. And I know Sparta's not a very good team, and they haven't won a lot of games this year. But Carterville shot the ball so well, especially from the perimeter. That's what I like to see because they had shot so poorly from the field the previous 3 games. So let's see if they can build on that.
And let me tell you what, it doesn't matter. Shooting is contagious. And it had been a while since they had even a remotely hot shooting game, and maybe they get the carryover. We'll find out tonight because this Harrisburg team, they come in 10-14 on the season. Now, that's not 500, but this is a team that they can make some noise on you and play some good ball. Last year's game at Harrisburg was one of the best games of the season. And I'm sure they're wanting to come in here and knock Carterville off on their senior night. That would help their resume as they're getting ready to head to regional.
Yeah, they've only got 10 wins on the season after winning 19 last year. They had a quality win a couple of weeks ago at home against Heron. They almost beat Murfreesboro. They almost beat Benton last weekend. This team is starting to play a little bit better for Coach Randy Smith-Peters, who's in his 24th year. This is not a team you can take lightly if you're Carterville. They have one of the best players in Southern Illinois, Isaiah Salisbury, the 6'2 junior. If you let him, he can dominate and win a game single-handedly. So Carterville's got to be aware of where he's at on the court at all times.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, they have online mortgage center, so you can check or apply for a mortgage anytime. For more information on the Bank of Carbondale's, their online mortgage center, go to their website. It's tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and all loans are subject to credit approval. It is senior night here this evening for the Carterville Lions, and Shane Hawkins has 3 seniors on this team. Of course, it is Taylor Heil, Brendan Beasley, and Blake Jackson. All 3 were recognized with their parents out on the floor, Scott, before the game. And I ran into Brendan earlier heading down toward the locker room, and I said, "How are you?" I said, "It's your senior night." And he goes, I feel still like a freshman, like it's my freshman game. It's just hard to believe it's my last night.
It is. I mean, it goes by so quick, and I know as a parent, you know, I told my kids when they were freshmen, I said, enjoy these 4 years because they're going to be gone before you know it. And I remember, you know, walking on the football field and baseball field with my son when he was a senior. I can tell you that these parents were just like me. They were more emotional about this night than the players actually are. And it's a special moment, and, yeah, you want to go out a winner on senior night, no question.
Yeah, I can remember Jake, his senior night for football, and Amy looked over at me and she said, "You okay?" And I said, "No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't.
it is.
I can't stand it." You know, but it is what it is. And every senior goes through this that plays sports. And it was a nice little recognition that athletic director Brett Dial, Carterville High School, gave the seniors, not just the basketball players, but cheerleaders, Ruby Howerton, Justice Conover, J.C. Leibenrud. They also recognized the senior dance team, and let's see, there was somebody else that they recognized, but
I think the bowling team, maybe?
Bowling team, yes, I believe so. But congratulations to all the seniors, and man, we're fortunate in Carterville. We've got really good athletic teams, a great school system, and it's nice to see those kids as they go through. There's going to be, you know, they're going to go on and do fine things the rest of once they get out of high school here. We're going to go on and take a break, our first break of the ball game. When we come back, we're going to continue on our pregame show as the Harrisburg Bulldogs are warming up to take on the Carterville Lions. It's senior night at Carterville High School on News Radio WJPF. Let's go 2 here, Robert. 2 here, please. Back at Carterville High School with Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, and earlier the Carterville Lady Lions were on the road playing in the regional semifinal with Centralia, Scott, and they come away with a 37-29 win over Salem. They advanced to the championship game of the Centralia Regional. It was Megan Barrett that had a game-high 14 points for the Lions. The Lady Lions 26-3, and we're waiting to hear who they're going to play in that championship game Thursday night.
Yeah, it appears it may be Carbondale. I think a lot of people may have been surprised that Carterville Lady Lions played Salem. I think they were maybe expecting to get Mount Vernon yet again, but Salem pulled the mild upset And Carterville took care of business, and that's what you got to do. Right now, it's not about, you don't get style points. You just want to get in there, get out with a win, and move on.
Get in, get out. Get in, get out. That's exactly right. Now, Mount Vernon, you talk about Mount Vernon. They had played Mount Vernon 3 times already. I was kind of glad to see that they got Salem, somebody different. I don't know that they had played Salem this season, but they come away with the 37-29 win. It is senior night here at Carterville. The Harrisburg Bulldogs come in with a 10-14 record. Carterville 14-12 on the season. For tonight, Shane Hawkins and his Lions, they are all back at the locker room getting ready as the dance team and seniors all come out on the floor here this evening. And we're expecting a pretty good ball game. We talked about the Isaiah Salisbury of Harrisburg. He's an outstanding ball player. Truthfully, probably could be voted probably basketball player of the year in Southern Illinois.
Well, he's such a good athlete. I mean, he's as good from the outside as he is on the inside offensively. He's what you call a slasher, and he is an excellent free throw shooter. There's not much that he can't do on the basketball floor. And as I said earlier, Carterville has got to find a way to contain him. I don't know that you're going to be able to shut him down, but you got to contain him. You cannot let him go off for 20 to 25 points on you because he, as I said earlier, he's the type of player that can ruin your night real quick.
Carterville coming off that big win over Sparta the other night. As we said, 11 players on the Lions team get in the scorebook, and they were led by Taylor Heil, the senior. Also, Brennan Beasley had 14 points. Taylor had 14, and Justin Johnson. He's kind of starting to ramp it up a little bit here toward the end of the season, and that can be huge for the Lions. They need to get JJ in that scoring book and get him into those double digits.
Yeah, this has been a roller coaster season for the Lions. Now's the time you want to see the uptick. You want to see everybody playing at their best. Obviously, you're going to get the home court advantage in the regional. But Justin Johnson, Blake Jackson, two guys that do a lot of things that go unnoticed, especially if you look at the box score the next day in the paper. They're very good defensively. They get steals. They rebound well for their size. And everybody has to chip in now. Luke Ford's not going to be here. He may not be here the rest of the regular season. Who knows? We'll find out maybe more tomorrow.
He's day-to-day.
But, so I'm day-to-day too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But,
Me too.
But as I said earlier, since he's been out, players like Garby, Valerius, Henderson, Moore are getting more playing time, and that is valuable playing time headed into the postseason.
The Harrisburg Bulldogs are out on the floor. We're just waiting on the Lions to come back and a couple of minutes away from tip-off here this evening. And as Coach Shane Hawkins is giving final instructions to his Carterville Lions. And, of course, Randy Smith-Peters at Harrisburg, he's one of the best. And that is quite the coaching fraternity he has within his family and basketball fraternity. And he always has his Bulldogs ready to play.
Always has them ready to play. This is not one of his better teams. It's not one of his bigger teams. But they're starting to play a little bit better. They almost knocked off Murfreesboro, took Benton down to the wire this past weekend. So they're starting to play a little bit better. They will be in the 2A regional at El Dorado, I think, next week.
Right.
They still have a game to play at Heron
on Friday.
This Friday night. But El Dorado's kind of the cream of the crop in Saline County this year. But if I'm El Dorado, I really don't know that I want to play a Randy Smith-Peters coach team in the regional.
Well, I tell you what, no better time to be warming things up team-wise and win-wise and close game-wise than at the end of the season heading into the regionals, because I don't know that I would want to face, as you said, this Harrisburg Bulldogs team in the first game of a regional, wherever it's at, 2A or 3A. It doesn't matter. We're going to go on and take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups here this evening. It's senior night at Carterville High School. The Harrisburg Bulldogs are in town taking on the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Just keep it, Robert, until the anthem's over. You can bring it back after this one. Back at Carterville High School on a Tuesday night, as we just had the national anthem here this evening. The Carterville Lions hosting the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Harrisburg, as we said, comes into the game with a 10-14 record, but almost a win over Murfreesboro, and another couple of close games. Scott Hudson, Harrisburg, in their road purple uniforms with the white lettering, and the Carterville Lions in their home whites this evening. A nice crowd from Carterville on the far side. Harrisburg traveling well this evening, and looking forward to a good game tonight.
Yeah, I think Harrisburg's trying to fine-tune their game, getting ready for the 2A regional in El Dorado next week. They start 3 juniors, 2 seniors. Salisbury's only a junior. Seems like he's been there for about 4 or 5 years.
Like a 6-year senior,
yeah.
It seems like.
But he's a 6'2 junior. This Harrisburg team not very tall. 6'2 is the tallest player that starts. So maybe Taylor Hall can finally look inside and say, hey, there's nobody taller than I am.
The starting lineup for the Harrisburg Bulldogs, they start at guard at 6'2", senior guard Jordan Gould wears number 14. 6-foot junior guard number 21, Hunter Smith. They also have, of course, Isaiah Salisbury, the 6'2 junior, number 23. And then at the forward position, they go with 6-foot junior Jordan Bartok and number 44, Noah Farrell, the 6'2 forward. So it'll be Gould, Smith, Salisbury, Bartok, and Farrell for the Harrisburg Bulldogs, and head coach Randy Smith-Peters on a Tuesday night at 11 when they fire up the theme song for the Carterville Lions for the starting lineups. It'll be the usual with Luke Ford out, though. We'll see who's going to get the start. It's going to be Grant Garvey, number 32, for the Lions, the 6'3 junior forward. Also, it's going to be senior Taylor Heilers, number 50, the 6'6 senior at 1 forward. And then it will be number 3, Blake Jackson. Just Blake and Taylor and Brendan Beasley recognized here on senior night. Also getting the start, number 5, Justin Johnson, the 6'2 junior. And finally, it'll be point guard, number 30, Brendan Beasley. The 3 seniors, Garby and Justin Johnson, they get to start here tonight.
Not a lot that Carterville didn't do well the other night against Sparta. They shot the ball well from the field. Only had, I think, 6 turnovers in the game, played suffocating defense. And that's what this team is going to need. They really don't have one guy that can dominate a game. Taylor Hall at times can do that, but overall they need everybody to contribute just like they did against the Bulldogs the other night.
This broadcast is brought to you by Artworks in Carterville, specializing in custom graphics and apparel. They're in their new location right next to Tequila's at 209 West Commercial Drive in Carterville at the Carterville Crossroads. They offer in-house embroidery, proudly supporting our hometown Lions, and that is Artworks in Carterville. The Carterville cheerleaders out for their hello greeting to the crowd on the far side. And, of course, Carterville is going to be moving from left to right in the white uniform. And it will be Harrisburg moving from right to left. Officials are ready. Players are on the floor. The lights dim around the perimeter here at Carterville High School. The ball is in the air, and Carterville wins the tip. Thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Carterville, again, from left to right, just below us here at our perch in the corner. It's Carterville. Justin Johnson on the right wing. Wants to get it inside, but he takes it out top to Beasley. He kicks it over to Blake Jackson, and they bring it down to Taylor Ohio, who fires from about 15 and out no good. Rebound. It comes off to Hunter Smith. So Harrisburg is into the front court. That is Gould with the basketball. They work it to the left side. Now they take it back to the right. Gould with the basketball behind the back, guarded by Beasley. Needs some help, and he gets it to Farrell. Noah Farrell. Where's number 44? Takes it down the left side. Kick out pass to Salisbury. Salisbury to the left wing. Now back top of circle. That is Smith, Hunter Smith with the basketball. The shot from the right corner by Farrell is no good, and the ball is tied up, and we have a jump ball that is going to belong to the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, Carterville's first turnover of the game. Blake Jackson draws the assignment of guarding Isaiah Salisbury.
First turnover on the Lions in the bucket. I didn't see it, Scott.
Salisbury banks one off from about 5 feet out.
So he gets onto the board first, 2-0 Harrisburg. Carterville has the basketball into the front court. Taylor Heil out top. They get it to Garby. He sets the pick for Blake Jackson, and he wants to drive it down the right side. Banks it up off the board, no good. Rebound by Salisbury. Isaiah Salisbury wears number 23. That is Jordan Gould with the basketball. Right-hand dribble toward the right side. Gives it to Smith. Hunter Smith. Left-hand dribble between the circles. Needs some help. Gets it to Salisbury, who's toward the left baseline. Now they get it into the paint. The ball's tipped away. A turnover on the Bulldogs. Here comes Taylor Heil. Takes it to the rack. The shot is up, and he's fouled. And is going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot two.
Heil got the ball at the far end, about the top of the key. He says, I'll play guard. I'll have no problem doing this. Took it all the way down the court. Couldn't get it to go, but he did draw the foul.
I think he was thinking about maybe trying to put that one down, but he makes the first free throw. Carterville is on the board. It's 2-1 Harrisburg.
I've never had the opportunity to dunk a basketball. Well, I take that back. On my Nerf rim years ago, I did.
I still do that. We got one in.
Yeah, but now I have to use a trampoline.
Taylor hits both of his free throws. All tied at 2 with 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. They find Farrell open. He takes it to the rack. His shot is no good. The rebound comes off to Bartow, and they reset as Hunter Smith has it toward the left side. Take it around to the right side for the Bulldogs. Smith gets it back to the right. That is Farrell, and they bring it back to Salisbury. To Bartow. Jordan Bartow wears number 42. And that is Hunter Smith. And they work it to between the circles, just around the perimeter. Randy Smith-Peters yelling out instructions for his Harrisburg Bulldogs. 2-2 is the score. 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. Harrisburg just not even trying to get the ball in the paint. They finally do find that backdoor cut. The shot is up by Bartow, no good. And the rebound by Bartow, he's able to bank it home. It's 4-2.
Yeah, he's got 2 offensive rebounds so far. He's not tall, but he's got a little girth to him.
He's tenacious.
Yes.
I think. As Carterville has it, Garby to Beasley after the pass from Johnson. Beasley takes it left side, gives it to Justin Johnson. Beasley drives down the lane, leaves it for Garby, and that's a turnover on the Lions. That's the second one. On the run is Salisbury. Takes it to the rack. The shot is no good, and he's fouled and is going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Carterville yet to score from the field. 0 for 2 from the field. We have 2 turnovers. Not the start Shane Hawkins was looking for.
Blake Jackson is charged with the first foul for the Lions. So Salisbury at the line to shoot 2. First one is good for Isaiah Salisbury.
I know, and in one game earlier this year, Salisbury was 13 of 13 from the free throw line.
He's very good.
Not the guy you want to foul.
No, it isn't. But he gets out on the break and really didn't have any choice but to foul him.
Right.
As he was taking it to the rack. Second is good. So it's 6-2. Harrisburg with the 4-point lead. 4:47 left here in the opening quarter. Senior night for these Carterville Lions. And Carterville not starting out as hot as they did against Sparta the other night. But it's still early.
Still early.
Taylor Heil at the free throw line. Right side to Brennan Beasley on the right wing. To Justin Johnson. They work it around to the left. That is Blake Jackson. He is guarded by Farrell, and he gets fouled as he drives down the baseline. And I think that foul may be on Bartow. It is on Bartow. Hey, I got it right. How about that?
Hey, you're 1 for 1.
I am.
You want to quit now?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because I won't get any more right the rest of the night. Carterville's basketball inbounded from the baseline. Justin Johnson asks for some help, has his ball tipped away. It is Hunter Smith that gets out, but Carterville shuts down the drive to the bucket. They kick it back around and make them reset the offense. Salisbury, left-hand dribble to the right elbow. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Taylor Heil. Carterville controls. Here comes Beasley as he steps across midcourt. 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 6-2, Bulldogs with the 4-point lead. Blake Jackson drives, leaves it for Taylor Heil. His bank shot, but they're going to say he walked on his way for the little bank shot. The third turnover on Carterville.
Yeah, Blake may have been better off to just go up strong to the glass himself. And I think he caught Taylor by surprise with that pass.
Excuse me, the 4th turnover on the Carterville Lions. Yeah, Bulldogs have it. They get it into Salisbury in the front court, and he travels as he drags his right foot on the floor. Carterville's going to get it right back. That is the 2nd turnover on the Bulldogs, and Randy Smith, Peters, is getting on the official who made that call. Carterville has it. Beasley with the left-hand dribble. He's going to be picked up defensively by Hunter Smith. He takes it between the circles, gets the pick from Taylor Heil, but backs it off. Steps inside the 3-point arc, leaves it for Garby. Garby over to Blake Jackson, right wing. He gives a head fake, takes it to the rack, puts the shot up, and it's good. Blake Jackson is on the board. He's got 2. It is 6-4 Bulldogs.
Yeah, first field goal by the Lions with 3:20 to go in the first.
And Harrisburg, they leave it for Salisbury. His shot is up and good as he is able to get into the paint. It is 8-4 Bulldogs. Beasley steps across midcourt. 3 minutes exactly left here in the opening quarter. They take it to the top of the circle. That is Taylor Heil to Grant Garby. And we have a whistle and a foul underneath. It's going to be on the Lions. That's going to be a turnover. That's the 5th turnover. And the foul is on Brennan Beasley.
Yeah, the illegal screen set.
Harrisburg able to break the timeline. Into the game now is Carson Burtis, but they turn it over. Carterville quickly. Beasley is fouled as he's pushed. I believe that's going to be on Hunter Smith, and that will be the 3rd team foul on the Bulldogs.
Carterville just needs to settle down a little bit offensively, not rush the shots. If there's an opening there where you can take a guy one-on-one, do it.
Beasley triggers the inbound from the baseline, gets it to Heil, and he takes one step and takes it to the rack. His first field goal of the game. Carterville's got 6. Harrisburg has 8, and we have 2:25 left in the opening quarter. Pressure being applied by the Lions, but they do break it. They get it to Bartow, and now they work it to Jordan Gould. Gould with the right-hand dribble to Hunter Smith. Smith to the far side. 3 ball, no good. That was Carson Burtis that fires that. Carterville gets the rebound. Taylor Heil has it at the rack, puts the shot up, and is able to get it home. And we've got an injured Harrisburg Bulldog on the floor. Carterville has just tied this game up at 8 with 1:55 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think Gould may have gotten hit around the nose or eye area, but says he's okay, said he's good to go. So Carterville has just tied the game on a Taylor Heil basket.
Looks like Carterville is working to get the ball into Heil here early in this game. Gould with that injury takes it right to the rack, and he's able to get the layup for the Bulldogs. It is 10-8 10-8 Harrisburg.
Yeah, Gould just took it right at Heil and got it to go in over.
What head injury?
Yeah.
What poke in the eye?
Smith here says, hey, let me hit you in the other side of the head. Maybe.
Grant Garby, he's able to drive the bucket, and he gets the left-hand layup to fall. It's all tied at 10. Now we're starting to roll.
Yeah, 4 in a row for the Lions from the field. Now they got to play a little bit of defense.
Hunter Smith is met defensively by Beasley. He's able to cross the timeline. Left-hand dribble by Smith. Gets it to Salisbury, who stands on the left wing, guarded by Blake Jackson. That is Carson Burtis with the basketball. Kick out pass to Smith. He drives the right baseline, has to back it out. Finds a cutting Salisbury at the right elbow. Throws a shot at the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Bank shot is good by Isaiah Salisbury. He's got 6, Scott, here in the first.
Yeah, he's smooth. He's such a smooth.
8.
Yeah, he's such a smooth player. You got to be aware where he is at on the floor at all times.
12-10, the 2-point lead with 40 seconds left here in this first quarter. Good ball game so far. Kind of figured it would be for both of these teams. They find Grant Garby on the left block. He drops steps, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, and the ball is out of bounds off of Harrisburg. Carterville is going to retain possession. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville are proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports.
Dylan Moore checks in for the Lions, and Justin Johnson out.
Carterville basketball, 25 seconds left. Blake Jackson has it. He's picked up defensively by Gould of Harrisburg. Beasley takes the ball out top of the circle. Ball slapped at by Hunter Smith. Beasley controls. Chest bumps him, backs it back out. 13 seconds. Carterville will hold for the final shot. Shane Hawkins yells instruction, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on number 21. That's the second on Hunter Smith of Harrisburg. The 4th team foul on the Bulldogs. Carterville has 8 seconds here in the quarter. Beasley in the backcourt, 8 seconds. You know he's going to take it to the rack. He's going to get the shot. Step back jumper for 3 is good for the Lions. 13-12. Carterville leads it at the end of 1. We'll be back. Second quarter action is next on News Radio WJPF. 60 here, please. 60. Back at Carterville High School where we're heading to the second quarter. Scott, Carterville a little cold at first, a little slow to get started, but once they got going, they really started to heat it up.
Carterville hit 5 of their last 6 shots in the field to shoot 62% in the first quarter. 45% for Harrisburg. Carterville were the only 3 in that first frame.
Leading scorer for your Lions, Taylor Heil, with 6 points. Beasley hit the big 3 right at the end of the clock. And then it's Grant Garby with 2 and Blake Jackson with 2. As Taylor Heil gets a pass down low, he's able to bank it home. He's got 8 points here in the game.
And Gould gets hit again. He's probably like, okay, can I go get a goalie's mask somewhere?
It is 15 to 12. Carterville with a 3-point lead here as we're just underway in the second quarter. Isaiah Salisbury, right-hand dribble, guarded by Beasley. They work it over to the right side. That's where Carson Burtis is. Burtis wants to get it inside, backs it back around. Salisbury, they take it to the left side. Left wing now. That is Noah Farrell to Gould. He drives the right-hand layup is no good, and we have a blocking foul that is going to be charged to Taylor Heil. That's going to be the first on Heil and the third team foul on the Lions.
Yeah, Shane Hawkins not happy with that call, one of those 50-50 calls, and it didn't go the Lions' way.
So Gould is going to be at the line, and he's shooting 2 free throws here in the second quarter. First one is up and no good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. A certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502 or go online. Visit charliesairconditioningandheating.com. Second free throw from Mr. Gould. Jordan Gould is up and good. He's got 3 points in the game. 2-point lead now for the Lions with 7:05 remaining here in the first half. Grant Garvey toward the left side. He's guarded by Burtis. Now they get it to Beasley. Beasley drives, throws it up at the rack, no good. Garvey gets the rebound. He puts the shot back up, and he's fouled and is going to go to the line and shoot 2. Man, I really like how Garvey's been playing here the last couple of games.
Well, Garvey has 2 offensive rebounds, the only offensive rebounds tonight for Carterville. He's done a nice job so far.
The foul is on Jordan Gould of the Bulldogs. Garvey's first free throw bounces off the front of the rim, and it's good. He's got 3 here, 16-13, a 3-point lead again for the Lions. Grant Garvey is a junior forward, 6'3", 170 pounds. Second free throw, no good, and Bulldogs get the rebound. Taking it across the timeline is Carson Burtis. Harrisburg in their road purple uniforms, moving right to left here this evening as they get the ball down low. That is Burtis that gets the bucket, and it's 16-15.
A little backdoor play. That play's been an Achilles heel for the Lions over the last couple of games.
Beasley has it, gets it to Dylan Moore, who just checked in. Blake Jackson now, he's guarded by Smith. Leaves it for Dylan Moore toward the left wing. He takes it to the elbow. Kick over to Beasley for 3. That's good by Brennan Beasley. Hits nothing but the bottom of the net. He's got 2 shots and 2 3-pointers.
That's pretty good shooting, Tex.
That's not bad. We'll take it. Senior night for Mr. Beasley. I kind of expected he might have a big night.
Yep.
He's got 6 points so far, 6 minutes left on the clock. 4-point lead, 19-15. Shake and bake at the top by Gould. Harrisburg works it back around the perimeter. That is Noah Farrell with the basketball. His shot is no good, and Beasley tracks down the rebound and is on the run for the Lions. To the right side, they give it to Blake Jackson. He backs it back around, steps down toward the baseline. Now he gets it to Beasley, top of the circle. He drives it down the left side. He dumps it down for Taylor Heil. Nice assist by Brendan Beasley. And it's 21-15, a 6-point lead for the Lions.
Once Beasley got into the lane with the ball, the Harrisburg defender just kind of went flat-footed, and he found Heil for the easy basket.
And Heil tracked right down the lane with him and was there to take that pass. It was a nice assist, nice play by the Lions. As the shot is good by Jordan Gould of Harrisburg. 21-17. Carterville with the lead, the 4-point lead. Blake Jackson with the basketball, takes it to the right elbow, throws up a 12-footer, banks it high off the glass. That's good. He's got 4 points, and Carterville is heating it up.
Now they're shooting well. Missed their first 2 shots of the game, and they have been nothing but red hot since.
Harrisburg basketball. Farrell with it. Kick out passes off the hands of Hunter Smith. That is I've got him for 4 turnovers, Scott.
Yep.
And coming out of the game for the Bulldogs, Noah Farrell checks out, and Bartow checks back in for Coach Randy Smith-Peters. Carterville basketball, 5-point lead, 23-17. Brennan Beasley with the 6 points in the game so far. Left and right with the dribble, top of the circle, gets it to Dylan Valerius, who just checked in for the Lions. Now it's Smith that guards Valerius. Also in, Connor Henderson is in for the Lions. He throws his pass right to Harrisburg Bulldog. It's a turnover on the Lions. And then Harrisburg takes it. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, Carterville's got 6 turnovers. That's about the only thing they've done wrong since about
midway through the first.
Yeah, midway through the first. They're shooting the ball well, playing pretty good defense.
They get the ball into Salisbury. Turnaround layup is good by Salisbury. Man, he's just got nice touch, great shot. Is there anything the kid can't do?
I don't know. Maybe he can't solve the Rubik's Cube, but that'd be about it.
Well, the old story is he'll be serving popcorn at halftime.
That's right.
For the Bulldogs. That was a travel by Dylan Moore as the ball didn't come back up to the hand. That is 7 turnovers, Harrisburg ball.
Yeah, letting the Bulldogs right back into this game. Yeah, Salisbury's just smooth. I mean, he looks like a basketball player.
And he's a junior.
Yeah, he's a junior, and he makes everything look effortless. I mean, that's...
Oh, nice job by Beasley. He gets the steal, and he misses the layup for the Lions. The 5th turnover on Harrisburg. Beasley misses the layup, and it's Harrisburg basketball. As they get it into Gould, he's guarded by Connor Henderson. Now it's Smith, back to Gould, toward the right elbow, over to Salisbury, who steps back and fires from 3. No good. Rebound, Taylor Heil. Here come the Lions. So the turnover didn't hurt the Lions that time. Beasley has it toward the left side. Right-hand dribble, back top of the key. Picked up by Jordan Gould defensively. They bring it to the right side. Taylor Heil, the right corner. Back to Valerius toward the right wing. Now to Connor Henderson. Back to Valerius to Beasley. Carterville working the perimeter here with 3 minutes remaining in the half. They're holding on to a 4-point lead. They find Dylan Moore cutting toward the bucket. No foul called. He'd trap. He's able to break it. Gets it back to Heil. Heil takes it, puts the shot up from about 10 feet. The bucket is good, and he's going to go to the line for the and one.
And Taylor went into the paint. He drew the contact, got the call, and he's going to try to get the old-fashioned 3-point play.
The foul is on Jordan Bartow of the Harrisburg Bulldogs. The 6th team foul on the boys in purple. Bartow goes to the bench. Back into the game is Noah Farrell and Taylor Ford. That's how you combine them. That'd be a heck of a ball player right there. Taylor Ford and Taylor Heil misses the free throw. So it's 25-19, a 6-point lead. And we have a whistle and a foul on the Carterville Lions. I think it's going to be on Blake Jackson, his 2nd 4th team foul on the Lions.
Actually, I think they got Beasley for his 2nd.
Of course they did. And Salisbury puts his shot up. It's no good. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Of course they did.
Well, not only is it senior night tonight here at Carterville, but it's also Valentine's Day, and I am so glad that Amy talked you out of wearing your Cupid outfit tonight.
Yeah, but I guess, well, we'll just leave that. We'll leave that alone.
I opened up that can of worms, didn't I? Oh, my gosh, Salisbury missed a free throw.
There, you can talk about his free throw shooting now all you want. That foul was on Connor Henderson, his 1st, the 5th team foul on the Lions.
Well, I was wrong. Slow down at the scores table. I'll blame it on them.
Yes, and Salisbury hits the 2nd. He's got 11 points already in this game. There's still 2:40 left here in the first half. Jackson toward the right wing. Fakes, takes it to the rack. Justin Johnson's wide open for 3 off the back of the iron. Bounces around, no good. Rebound comes off. Jordan Gould takes it across the timeline, takes it to the rack, finds a cutting Farrell, and there's a foul. I think it may be Dylan Valerius. That's what I was going to say. I know you probably don't believe that, but
I had confidence in you.
2:21 left. 5-point lead for the Lions. Harrisburg basketball. Farrell to Smith. Hunter Smith, guarded by Beasley. Gets it to Gould. Jordan Gould, who is guarded by Valerius. Now back to Farrell. Farrell is guarded by Heil. Back to Gould. Wants to find the cutter. Back door, leaves it for Carson Burtis, and his shot is good for Harrisburg.
Just finding the open man, breaking the defense down in the paint, kicking the ball out to the open man.
Lions basketball. senior night here at Carterville High School. Valerius takes the rack, ball to the rack. Nice little job. Little 6-foot jumper from Mr. Valerius. 27-22, a 5-point lead. Kick out pass to Smith. Fires from 3 off the iron, no good. Taylor Howell fights for the rebound, and Carterville comes away with it. 5-point lead, 27-22. Beasley leaves it for Valerius. Gets it to Howell. He fires from the free throw line. Taylor Howell is on fire tonight. 2 of the 3 seniors are rolling.
Yeah, he's got 4 rebounds as well.
7-point lead. I think this is the biggest lead for the Lions so far in the game. Harrisburg has it. Salisbury over to Smith. Thought he traveled. No call. Puts the shot up. Rims out. No good. Taylor Howell with the rebound. Under a minute to go. 55 seconds left to be exact. Beasley has it to Howell. He takes it to the left side. Leaves it for Blake Jackson. Back to Howell on the give and go. His shot is up and good. Taylor Howell, he's got 10 points here in the second quarter.
Man, somebody better get a fire extinguisher. He's on fire.
He's got 16 in the game. 35 seconds left. 31-22, a 9-point lead. Carterville builds that lead. Harrisburg has it. Under 30 we go here at the first half. Senior night. Nice to see those seniors stepping up and pouring it in the bucket here so far. Harrisburg wants to hold for the final shot. They get it to Farrell. Farrell, he holds. He's guarded by Taylor Howell. Spins out. Now they'll move. We got 10 seconds left in the game. 9 seconds. Farrell wants to get it to Salisbury. They try to get it to him. Ball's on the floor. We've got a foul, a whistle and a foul.
No, they're going to say kicking of the ball by either Beasley or Jackson.
So it's going to belong to Harrisburg on the side right in front of the Carterville bench. 2.9 seconds left. You know they want to get it to Salisbury. They do. Fires from 3, no good. And that's how we end the first half of basketball. It's a 9-point lead for the Carterville Lions, 31-22. We'll be back. Halftime show is next on News Radio WJPF. Let's go 2 minutes here. 2 minutes, please. Welcome back to Carterville High School on a Tuesday night. We have are we the only game in the area tonight?
We might be. I don't know of any other games. There may be a couple of other games. I know there's a makeup game tomorrow night. I think Heron plays a makeup game at Murfreesboro tomorrow night from the storm, the ice we had a few weeks ago, or in December, excuse me. But we may be it. We may be the only show in town, and boy, we've been treated to a nice show by the Carterville Lions tonight.
We sure have, as they lead here at the half, 31-22. Let me tell you what, Taylor Howell's on fire. He's got 16 points to lead the Lions. 16 of those 22. You have Dylan Valerius that has 2, Beasley has 3, Garby has 1, and Blake Jackson. But Taylor Howell, they are working very hard to get the ball to him in the paint, and he's taking advantage from everything. The layups, the 8-footer, the 12-footer, the 15-footer, and he's on fire for the Lions.
Well, you can tell he wants the ball. I mean, he knows that he has a mismatch on the inside, and he wants to take advantage of it. Every time he gets the ball, he's got that confident look like, he's going to be able to have a big game. Carterville shot lights out in the first half, 68% in the first half, 45% for Harrisburg. Carterville had the only 2 threes in the first half, both those by Beasley. Both teams had 9 rebounds in the first half. Heil led the Lions with 5. Salisbury led Harrisburg with 3 turnovers. Harrisburg with 5. 7 for the Carterville Lions.
When you look at the scoring for the Harrisburg Bulldogs, of course, they're led by Mr. Everything, number 23, Isaiah Salisbury. He has 11 of the 22 points. Jordan Gould has 5 points. Carson Burtis has 4, and Jordan Bartow has 2 points for the Harrisburg Bulldogs. 31-22 is the score here at the half. We also want to mention once again the Carterville Lady Lions playing in the Centralia Regional, the semifinal tonight against Salem tonight, Scott, and the Lady Lions come away 37-29, the winner, as Megan Barrett leads the Lions with 14 points. Carterville pushes their record to 26-3 on the year, and they're going to play in the regional championship on Thursday night, which I guess tomorrow night is the other semifinal game.
Yeah, and it looks like it may be Carbondale, a team that Carterville's already played this year. They've already beaten this year. And I think the one advantage Carterville had coming into this postseason, when you step up a class, there's always that fear, there's always that worry that, oh no, we're playing bigger schools. But Carterville played some of these bigger schools like Mount Vernon, like Carbondale in the regular season. So this was really not really a step up in class as much it was, okay, we're familiar with these teams. We know we can beat them. So good luck to Lady Lions this week.
You got to give it to Athletic Director Brett Dial, Head Coach Matt Crane. Scheduling these bigger schools during the regular season. They played Mount Vernon 3 times. They played Carbondale twice. I'm trying to think, did they play a Kentucky school? Maybe Graves County, I think. They're in a tournament. So they were setting up the schedule in anticipation of this 3A playoff schedule that they're going to have to play, because these are the teams that they're going to have to match up with, and so they come away with the win tonight.
Carterville knew coming into this season they were going to have a very good team. They were going to have a lot of wins, and they could have scheduled down. They could have scheduled some smaller schools or schools their size as far as enrollment and maybe be undefeated right now. But when you go in the postseason, that's not going to help you whatsoever. You've got to play the type of competition you're going to possibly see in the postseason. And Carterville scheduled up. They beat those better teams, and like I said, this is not a big adjustment for the Lady Lions.
And on the boys' side, they've tried to do the same. Playing in the Pyramid Plus. It started off with Marion in that tournament. Who else have we played? Collinsville
was in that. Mount Vernon.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Yeah, whether you agree with Carterville being 2A or 3A, whichever side you fall on, the IHSA makes the rules, and you're going to have to compete in Class 3A. And they, so far, they're doing all right, and especially the Lady Lions. Congratulations to head coach Matt Crane and those Lady Lions. They play in the regional championship Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Carterville fans need to get in your car and drive up there. Let's go support those ladies and root them on here in the Centralia Regional. Thursday night at 7 o'clock is the scheduled tip-off. We're going to go on and take another break. When we come back, we're going to have second half action. Here come the Lions. Here come the Bulldogs. Here come the officials. It's all next on News Radio WJPF. Let's go 2 here, Robert. 2 here. I thought that message said that some Senator Paul Simon had died, and I was like, he already died.
No, it said Senator Shipkiss and Senator something else were tweeting about KPF.
Oh, yeah. Can't be that important.
Maybe.
Hey, everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Good ball game. And if you're wondering what goes on, you hear like the raw feed. You don't hear all the commercials that we air. So if I leave the mic turned up, that's what you're hearing. And if you hear anything wrong, that's what's going on. Try not to do that. But thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We are going to carry the regionals on here too. Don't know yet about sectionals, but as long as the Carterville's playing, we'll continue to broadcast. So. Next game, I think you and I should call it in German.
What's that?
The next game we should call in German.
Okay.
It won't sound right.
No, I'll just speak on everybody Nazis, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, we'll get in trouble for that.
That's right.
We'll get in trouble.
Limburger cheese.
Yeah.
No, into that.
Back at Carterville, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. Tuesday night basketball in Southern Illinois. Scott, 31-22. Carterville has the 9-point lead. Looked very good in that first half.
Yeah, I got off to a slow start for about the first 2.5, maybe 3 minutes of the first quarter. But from that point on, their shooting touch came back just like it was against Sparta the other night. 68% from the field in the first half. That's outstanding shooting, and they did well on the defensive end, keeping Salisbury in check as much as possible. If you don't let Salisbury go off on you in the second half, and Carterville doesn't have to shoot 68% in the second half to win this game, but if they can shoot well and keep Salisbury under wraps, I think Carterville comes away with the win.
And for Carterville, just get the ball to Taylor Heil. He's got 16 points here in the first half. Harrisburg has the basketball to start play here in the third quarter. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by the Ike family of dealerships. Ike Honda, Ike Volkswagen, and Marion, proud supporters of Carterville Lions sports. Harrisburg has the ball as they get it into Gould. Gould kicks the pass out. It's tracked down by Farrell on the far sideline. They're moving from left to right. They're in the purple road uniforms this evening. As it's Smith gets it into the paint. That is Bartow. His shot is up and good. He's able to get that one to roll around home. And it is 31-24. Carterville has it. Grant Garby on the floor with Taylor Heil, Blake Jackson, Brendan Beasley, and Justin Johnson, the original starting five here this evening. All three seniors on this team are starters. And a nice little ceremony between games here to honor the seniors on senior night tonight. Garby loses the handle, gets it back though. Beasley has it, kick out pass to Jackson, head fake, no shot. Brings it back around. They get it to Heil on the right baseline from about 12, no good. Rebounded, fought by Garby. He throws it at the rim, he gets fouled. And hopefully is going to go to the line and shoot two.
That is Garby's third offensive rebound in this game. I mean, he's been a magnet around the offensive glass.
It's on Jordan Bartow. That's his third foul, the first in the second half, and Garby is at the line shooting two. First one is off the front of the iron, no good. He'll have a second one coming as Bartow's going to check out. Randy Smith, Peter says, what the heck were you thinking? No, he's yelling at the officials.
He's telling the official, what the heck were you thinking?
What the heck were you thinking? And Shane Helkin says, nice job, fellas, nice job.
If we could only have coaches mic'd one time.
I would love it. I would love it. As Garby, he's able to get the second one to fall. 32-24. 8-point lead for the Lions. Harrisburg in the front court. That is Gould. Kicks it over to Salisbury. Now Burtis fires no good, and the rebound comes off to Jackson for the Lions. 6:15 remaining. 8-point lead, 32-24. Carterville in control. Garby puts the ball on the floor, has it slapped away, is able to get it back to Beasley. Nice job to get a hold of that and get it back to the point guard. Blake Jackson toward the left side, back to Beasley. Right-hand dribble, takes it between the circles. 5:57 left. Carterville moving from right to left, of course, in their home white. Jackson, kick out pass to Beasley. He stepped back, jumper from about 15. Good for Brendan Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley's on fire tonight as well from the outside.
34-24, 10-point lead for the Lions. Harrisburg has it. That is Hunter Smith over to Carson Burtis, and to Gould, and they bring it back to Hunter Smith, who's guarded by Beasley. Steps up, places the left hand on the waist of Smith. Now they work it back toward the circle, top of the circle. Farrell to Gould, back to Farrell. Justin Johnson shuts down the passing lane for the Lions. 10-point lead, 5-10 here in the third quarter. Carterville has played well tonight. And they've done a nice job defensively, but it's Salisbury that gets it. Turnaround jumper from the right corner. Right elbow is good. Salisbury has 13 points.
Half of Harrisburg's points, but that's not any big surprise.
No, it's not. He's a heck of a ball player. Carterville has it. Garby. Lob pass for Taylor Heil. Nice, but he kicks it out to Johnson, who's going to fire from three. No good. I thought it was going to go in there for a minute, and Salisbury gets the rebound. Finally gets it down to Smith. He's bumped from behind. His shot is blocked. Ball is on the floor. Gould gets it. Leaves it for Burtis. Burtis drives it into the lane. His shot no good. Rebound, puts it back again. Heil fights for the ball, and Carterville comes away, and there's going to be a foul called on Taylor Heil as he spun around with the basketball and hit. He didn't actually hit him, but it looked like it to the official, and Taylor Heil is called for a foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a turnover for Carterville. That's just unfortunate. I mean, it's not.
I can see where the official thought that's what happened. Salisbury's shot is no good. Taylor Heil grabs the rebound once again. Taylor knew he didn't hit him,
right?
But the player fell to the ground, and he gets the call, and that's acting. It is
Hollywood's calling.
It is Oscar season, and that is a winner. Brendan Beasley drives it to the lane, gets the right-hand layup to fall. And we have a timeout on the floor. 36-26. It's a 30-second timeout. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center, where they offer the convenience of mobile banking. Stay connected on the go with the Bank of Carbondale's mobile banking app. For more information on the features of mobile banking and how to enroll, you can visit the website tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Carterville's got off to a good start here in the third. Beasley's been hot all night. He's played well. Just take care of the basketball now. Carterville with one turnover here in the third, 8 for the game. Harrisburg really doesn't have a true point guard. We saw that this week with both Nashville and Sparta. So Carterville, again, take care of the ball. You should be in good shape.
Give it up.
Nope. Harrisburg basketball, they're in the front court. 36-26, a 10-point lead. Coach Randy Smith-Peters called that timeout. He wanted to talk to his players. They have it in the front courts. Over to Salisbury toward the right wing. Looks for some help. Gets it to Hunter Smith in the right corner, guarded by Beasley. Back to Salisbury. They work it around to Gould. Gould finds the cutting Smith on the right block. They leave it down low. Salisbury's able to bank it home. Nice assist from Smith to Salisbury.
Salisbury's everywhere.
He is everywhere. 38-26. And we have a foul that is called on Hunter Smith. That is going to be the third on him, the second team foul on the Harrisburg Bulldogs here in the second half.
Yeah, it looked like Beasley may be falling out of bounds, and Smith just whacked him on the arm. Not a happy camper is Mr. Smith-Peters on the bench for that foul.
And Taylor Heil's inbounding the pass, and as he was standing there waiting to receive the ball from the official, I think he was talking about that that call that went against him earlier. Nice pass into Heil. Little turnaround jumper, no good. He fights, and we're going to have another foul on Taylor Heil. That is going to be his third as he goes over the back. Taylor Heil, his third, the second team foul on the Lions.
Yeah, Heil just could not get it to go up and over the front of the rim. A little bit of a frustration foul.
Hunter Smith to the right side, back to Gould between the circles. Randy Smith-Peter claps his hands twice, says go. They leave the ball for Smith. He takes it into the paint, floats it down low. We've got a pushing foul before the shot, before the pass, and it is going to be on Brendan Beasley. That is the third on Beasley. So our two seniors, two of the three, have three fouls here in the third quarter, and we got another whistle. The officials, and they're calling that one on Beasley as well. So he has 4, 2 within about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's tough because Carterville will have to take their point guard out of the game, and the ball handling duties will go to Jackson and Valerius, because Dylan Moore will play the 2. He'll be on the wing. So Brandon Beasley, who's had a good game, is going to have to go to the bench for quite some time.
He's going to go get him a beverage and sit down. 2 beverages. He's double fisting here. As the second free throw from Smith is good. He hit his first. So it is a 6-point lead. Carterville had a 10-point lead, and they turn it over. Harrisburg has it again. The pass was stolen, and the ball goes off of Gould's foot. No! Wow. No, say the Carterville fans. All the guys jump to their feet. They have an opinion. But the official says, no, it belongs to the boys in purple.
Let's take a vote, shall we?
Well, right now, it's a caucus. Harrisburg basketball. Carterville, 6-point lead. They were up by 10 at one point, but Harrisburg is fighting their way back, and now they have Beasley on the bench with 4 fouls. They work the ball down low. It's turned over. Dylan Valerius and Bartow tie up. Jump ball, and it belongs to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, it's first turnover by Harrisburg in the second half. Look for Harrisburg to really turn up the pressure now that Beasley's out of the game. Guys like Valerius, Jackson, and Moore have got to take care of the basketball.
36-30, Carterville with the lead. Harrisburg applying full court pressure. Blake Jackson runs into Bartow, and they call Bartow with a blocking foul for Harrisburg. That's going to be his 4th, the 3rd team foul. And the fans are really going at it back and forth here this evening.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. No, it may be Valentine's Day, but there's no love in this gym. I can tell you that right now.
Cupid going to have to make an appearance. Carterville has it in the backcourt. Blake Jackson, guarded by Gould. He's able to get across midcourt. Leaves it for Taylor Heil. Heil puts the shot up. He's fouled, and the bucket is good.
Heil had his arm locked in with somebody else's arm on Harrisburg, but he was strong enough to get it to go in off the glass. And that's a big basket by Carterville because Harrisburg had a little bit of momentum right now.
That foul is on Isaiah Salisbury, his first. The free throw from Heil rims out. He's 0 for 2 from the line. Or no, he's 2 for 4 from the line. He hit 2 early in the game. So it's back to an 8-point lead for the Lions. 38-30 as the shot is no good for Harrisburg. Dylan Valerius gets the rebound, gets it quickly. Long court, front court pass to Jackson. Gives it to Heil, back to Jackson. Gets the pick from Heil. Brings it back and is going to reset as he asks for Dylan Valerius to come, or Dylan Moore to come to the top. The ball's thrown away. Another turnover on the Lions.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to make. You got to have somebody go over and help Jackson out. Nobody came over to get the ball from him, and he had to make a
premature pass.
Yeah, he just had to throw it because he was going to get called for 5 seconds if he didn't get rid of it.
It is Carson Burtis that checks out. Bartow's back in the game. Bartow has 4 fouls here for the Bulldogs. He gets the inbound pass from Salisbury, gives it right back to Isaiah, and he sets the offenses. We have 1:30 left in this game, an 8-point lead for the Lions, as it is Farrell that gets fouled when he receives the pass. Foul is on the floor. So it's going to be a possession foul. Shane Hawkins is not a happy camper on that sideline. He's talking to Justin Johnson. That foul is on Dylan Valerius his second, fifth team foul. It's going to belong to the Bulldogs. From the baseline, Gould inbounds it to Hunter Smith, and he gets it to Salisbury. They work it back around to Noah Farrell. Back to Salisbury. Now Gould is out front running the point for the Bulldogs. He needs some help. Takes a run at the rim, puts the shot up, no good. Heil with the rebound. He has to dribble out, gets it to Johnson. Johnson's able to break the press and into the front court for the Lions. 1 minute left. Carterville has it. Ball's tipped away, but don't get sloppy here, boys. That's what we need to see. Control the ball. You're in control. Up 8, 38-30. Blake Jackson, top of the circle to Dylan Valerius on the left wing. He's guarded by Salisbury. Turns around, takes it to the rack. His shot is blocked by Salisbury. Harrisburg has it, so now they might hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Good ball game here on Carterville senior night. Blake Jackson, Taylor Heil, Brendan Beasley, all honored in pregame ceremonies by the Carterville Lions and Athletic Director Brett Dial. 17 seconds left. 8-point lead. Harrisburg holding for the final shot. Bartow has it, it is Burtis that has it. Now they get it to Farrell. Now they get it to Salisbury. Who do you think is going to take the last shot? It's going to be Farrell as he hits the three-pointer at the buzzer for Harrisburg Bulldogs, and they are able to cut the lead to 5. It's 38-33 at the end of 3. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. 1 minute here, please. 1 minute. Back at Carterville, it is 38-33. Carterville has the 5-point lead, and we're heading to the fourth quarter, Scott.
Carterville shot 43% in the third, 36% for Harrisburg. Of course, the big shot there at the buzzer. Harrisburg gets their first 3 of the game to pull to within 5.
5-point lead as we're just underway. Harrisburg has the basketball. Gould has it toward the left wing, takes it across the lane, gives it to Farrell. Farrell over to Bartow, now back to Hunter Smith. Smith to Farrell, and it is Gould that is able to drive the lane, and he gets an easy layup. He's got 7 points in this game, and now Harrisburg is within 3 points of the Carterville Lions, who in the third was able to push that lead out to 10 points.
Well, they had a couple of opportunities to get the lead back to 10 at the end of the third quarter, but a couple of missed shots, a turnover, and then, of course, Harrisburg comes down and hits their only 3 of the game. Now they get the first basket of the fourth. Carterville only has a 3-point lead, and you have to remember Carterville has their starting point guard, Brendan Beasley, on the bench with 4 fouls. You have to wonder how much longer Shane Hawkins will keep him on the bench, because you know the Harrisburg is going to bring the pressure now with their Carterville's point guard sitting on the bench.
Yep. You know that's going to happen. As the timeout, they break it. Carterville has the basketball. Taylor Howell needs some help. Gets it to Valerius. Got away with a walk, but no call. Carterville has it now. Now they need to break the timeline. Full court pressure being applied by Salisbury. They get the trap on Jackson. He gets it to Johnson, who finds Heil down low. His shot is up and good. That's how you break that press like that, Scott Hudson.
Yeah, you've got to pass against a zone press. You can't dribble through it. and they found Heil all alone underneath.
40-35, back to a 5-point lead. Just over 7 to go in this game. Man, this has turned into a dandy ball game here this evening. They get the ball down low to Salisbury. His shot, turnaround jumper's no good, and Valerius pulls down the rebound as he runs into Salisbury. And at Carterville, they find Dylan Moore open in the front court. He backs it up. 5-point lead. Carterville can extend that with a bucket here. Blake Jackson toward the right side. Wants to drive the right baseline. Gets it to Johnson toward the right wing. Heil, baseline, down low to Johnson. The pass is on the floor. He gets it. He's fouled as he goes up with a shot. Kind of out of control, and he gets a break that he got fouled.
Yeah, Heil found Johnson cutting towards the hole, and Johnson kind of lost it between his legs, but he's able to regroup. And now he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot big free throws. You got to make your free throws now when you're only up by 5.
15 foul on the Bulldogs as the foul is on Isaiah Salisbury. That is his second. JJ hits his first free throw, pushes the lead out to 6 now. 41-35. Second by Johnson is good. That's his first 2 points of the game. We need to get him going here in the fourth quarter. Brendan Beasley, the point guard for the Lions, still on the bench as they work the ball into the paint. That shot by Farrell's no good. The rebound comes out long, and that's Blake Jackson. He gets the right-hand runner. He misses the layup. Oh, my. And we've got the ball on the floor, and they are just scrambling all over. And
it's going to be Carterville's ball if they call a tie-up. Gould, who's on the floor.
They did.
Actually,
we got a foul
on a Carterville player.
I think they're saying maybe. Blake Jackson.
All right.
That's his third, 16 foul. He went in hard on that pile to get that ball.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make the layup. That's simple as that. You make that, you're not worried about it.
That's 2 layups that Carterville has missed this evening. As Harrisburg has it, 7-point lead. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Jackson. And it's going to belong to the Harrisburg Bulldogs. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Crystal's Catering. Crystal's Catering and more for more than you expected. The ball is thrown in off of Salisbury's foot. Turnover on Harrisburg by Crystal's Catering. More memorable for your guests. Visit crystalsgoodfood.com for more information. I've got them for 2 turnovers this half.
I've got it. That's what you call an unforced
And
turnover.
Carterville just turned it over again, but they come away with the basketball.
Yeah, Harrisburg turned it right back over.
And the shot from Moore is no good. And look at Justin Johnson go up and get that rebound and pull it back down. 7-point lead, 5:52 left here in this ball game. Jackson drives and he's fouled. I think that foul, I'm going to try again. I'm going to say it's on Hunter Smith of Harrisburg.
All right, let's see if you're right.
1-4. Nope, Jordan Gould.
Oh, you should have taken what was behind door number 2.
Oh, it's just funny now. Carterville basketball. Bartow checks back in for Burtis for Harrisburg. Coach Randy Smith-Peters. Jackson will trigger the inbound pass from the baseline. Needs some help. Throws it out top to Heil. He gets it. 7-point lead. 5:40 left here in the game. Dylan Valerius is in the game. They get it to Heil to the left side. He's guarded by Farrell. Back to Dylan Moore, left wing. He takes it to the free throw line, puts the elbow in, backs it out. Johnson's going to fire from about 15. Good for JJ. That's what we need to see. Justin Johnson, nice little jumper.
Yeah, I think Shane Hawkins, when he took that shot, he's like, oh no. Then he sees it goes in. He goes, oh, that's a good shot.
Carterville pushes the lead to 9, but Salisbury takes it to the rack and gets the bucket and the foul and is going to go to the line to shoot the and one.
Yeah, he just glides his way into the paint.
It's between 2 players, just easily lays it up there.
Just drew enough contact.
I used to move like that.
I did too, but I don't remember those days. I think it was back in the covered wagon days, when I had that senior day, but he's just smooth.
Yes.
And he's only a junior.
Second, or his free throw is good. So now it's 44-38. Carterville with the lead. Now, Carterville, 7th foul. That puts Harrisburg in the bonus. Taylor Heil takes the ball into the paint. Turnaround jumper from 8 is good. 46-38. Back to an 8-point lead. Pressure applied by Dylan Valerius, and he's going to get charged with a bump defensively as he was matched up against Gould trying to get the ball across the timeline. Valerius, that's his third foul. Starting to see these fouls rack up as Blake Jackson has 3, Beasley has 4, now Valerius has 3, and Taylor Heil has 3.
Yeah, it's been a while since Carterville has had foul problems as a team. You've seen individuals like Luke Ford be in foul trouble, but never this many. It's kind of been a physical game, especially here in the second half. But the last thing you want to do if you're the Lions, you do not want the clock to stop and send Harrisburg to the free throw line.
Hunter Smith checks out for Harrisburg. Carl Russ checks in. Where's number 15? He's in the backcourt with Blake Jackson. Free throw by Gould is up, so he'll get the bonus. It's up and good. He'll get the bonus. Back to a 7-point lead. 46-39. 18 fouls on Carterville here in the second half. Second free throw. Oh, we have a whistle. And a
lane
violation. That is going to be on Xavier Doss, who just checked in, as he had his foot in the box on the lane next to him. So that's a turnover on the Bulldogs. Hunter Smith went to check back in, and Randy Smith-Peter says, no, sit down. I don't want you back in there yet.
Beasley back in the game for Carterville.
He's getting in some of the underclassmen, it looks like. Turnover on the Lions as Harrisburg gets it into the front court. The shot is up and good. That is Gould that's able to get that one home. 5-point lead and pressure applied by Harrisburg. They tip the ball out of bounds. Carl Russ is there, tips it out. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, Beasley came in, turned the ball over. Harrisburg scores down to a 5-point lead. We've seen this same song and dance all year long at times, where Carterville just has a lead and just cannot handle the pressure.
As the inbounds pass is tipped away, it's another turnover. 6 on the Lions here in the half, and the shot is blocked by Heil, as it is going to have to see. We got a player out there, Nolan Montgomery, that is in the game for the Bulldogs. We have a timeout that is called. It's a 30-second timeout. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years, proudly supporting the Carterville Lions. Call 985-2502, or you can even go online, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. Carterville better learn how to handle some pressure here late.
Well, you would hope.
Or get it together and handle it.
Yeah, you would hope that with only 4 games left in the season, 2 after tonight, that you would have figured out by now how to handle this kind of pressure. You have your starters basically in the game, minus, of course, Luke Ford. You've got your ball handlers in there, Jackson, Johnson, and Beasley. But one of Carterville's problems all year hasn't been necessarily handling the ball, it's been to get the ball in bounds.
Yeah. Well, they had an opportunity to make some hay there, as there were 2 freshmen on the floor for Harrisburg defensively, and they got the turnover and the bucket. Now the starters are all back in for Harrisburg, as there's 4 minutes left. Salisbury from about 10 feet, his shot no good. Rebound by Gould. He's able to get the rebound and bank it back home for Harrisburg.
We got us a game.
We do. We've got a 3-point game. Carterville with the basketball. Blake Jackson, long pass for Beasley. Into the front court, drives the baseline. Kick out pass to Moore. He fires from 3. Good! Dylan Moore! What a nice shot from Dylan Moore, and that was a big bucket.
Yeah, the sophomore comes through in the clutch.
So it's 49-43, a 6-point lead. The shot from Salisbury, no good. He gets his rebound, is able to tip it back home, and it's 49-45.
Salisbury got his own miss, and then he got his shot blocked by Heil.
So, Carterville has it in the front court. Moore throws the bucket, and he gets the foul. He's going to the line and shoot one. Is there anybody any better than getting the and one? He has done it all year long.
Well, if they kept a stat on that, he'd get an award at the end of the high school basketball season, because I haven't seen anything like it before. Now he's got to go finish. Now you got to make him pay for that foul.
51-45. 6-point lead. Now it's a 7-point lead for the Carterville Lions. Nice job, Dylan Moore, hitting your free throws. 3:10 remaining in this ball game. Man, what an exciting game so far. as Harrisburg has it. Smith gets it to Gould, and he's fouled by Dylan Moore. That's going to be his first. That's going to be the 9th team foul on the Carterville Lions. As Dylan is called for the push from behind. So it's Xavier Doss that checks in. It is Carl Russ that checks in. And what's the other number there, Scott? On the far side.
30 might be Morris, possibly.
Dylan Morris, Jaden Ziegler maybe. As the free throw by Gould is up and no good.
And tipped in
by
Doss.
Doss that gets it. And Carterville turns it over again in the backcourt. Holy cow, a 5-point lead for the Lions. And we have a foul on Dylan Moore on Morris. And Moore is going to go to Dylan Morris is going to go to the line after he was fouled by Dylan Moore.
First of all, Morris isn't a starter, hadn't played much tonight. That's one part of the bad foul. The other is he was way beyond the three-point arc. He was not going to hurt you there.
10th foul, double bonus now.
Yeah, now you're giving them free points at the free throw line. They could cut this lead to 3 points.
52-48, a 4-point lead. Dylan Morris is at the line for the Bulldogs. Dylan Morris. Second one is good. Man, that's no pressure on the kid right there. Carterville trying to get the ball in. Pressure, heavy pressure by Xavier Dawson. He fouls Beasley. That's going to be his first. That's going to be the 17th foul. So now Carterville is in the bonuses. I was going to look here. Dylan Morris, he's a freshman. No, he's a sophomore for Harrisburg. So Beasley's going to be at the line shooting the 1-and-1 for Carterville.
And one of the big plays in this last sequence has been Doss's offensive rebound off a miss free throw and a stick back.
Beasley can't get the free throw to fall, so it's back still a 3-point lead. Harrisburg has a chance to get within one or tie it. Salisbury drives, gets the bucket. Wow, they're going to say the bucket is good, and he's got the chance to go and tie the game.
Wow, that
on the free throw.
There's no way. He was not even up in the air when
that was an NBA.
That was an NBA
call.
Yeah, that was where an official said, "I want to be the star of this show."
Yeah,
and that was no way was that. In the NBA, it's called a continuation. They don't have that in high school basketball.
Dylan Valerius is called for his fourth foul. Free throw by Salisbury ties it up with 2:36 left here in the game. Carterville had a 10-point lead in that third quarter, and were playing well. And they have just let Harrisburg back in this game as a foul is called out front. It is going to be on Jordan Gould of Harrisburg, his third. That's going to be the 8th team foul. Carterville is going to go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1 in bonus.
Carterville has seen some of the same problems they've had earlier in the year come back to haunt them.
Carterville, the problem is they can't handle the pressure. They're struggling with that. Valerius hits his first free throw.
Well, you know, on this end, Harrisburg is going to look for Salisbury. This is the type of game he loves. He loves the close games. They're going to look for him on every possession, and Carterville's going to have to find a way to keep him off the scorebook.
Back to a 2-point lead, but Carterville can't break the press, and when they get it in the front court, they can't get it to Heil. And he's been crazy hot, but Harrisburg misses the layup, and Heil pulls down the rebound. Instead of running the ball out, Blake Jackson holds it and waits for the pressure to get on him. They do break the press. And he's hounded by Gould, loses the handle, gets it to Heil. He's got to run at the bucket. He puts it up. He gets the bucket and the foul.
It's good, and there was no way they were going to call a charge on that. Heil got the ball. He recognized it's going to be me and the defender and nobody else. I'm going to take it right at him, and he got it to go in off the glass and drew the foul.
Salisbury's charged with the blocking foul there. Taylor Heil is at the line He's got 18, 24 points in the game, and he makes his free throw.
He's one rebound away from a double-double.
57-52, a 5-point lead as the shot. I didn't see who made that.
Salisbury.
From three? Or
just in the paint.
Salisbury's able to get that one home. He's got 10 points here in this fourth quarter. It is a full timeout. We're going to take a break as well. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. 60 here, please. Carterville High School, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. We have 1:45 left here. Scott, Carterville struggling to hang on to this lead. They've got a 3-point lead, 57-54.
All they have to do is play good defense and hang on to the basketball.
Make their free throws as they get the inbound pass to Jackson. Gets it back to Heil. Now Jackson takes the ball from Heil. He's matched up defensively by Carl Russ. Breaks the press, and Heil's pass is tipped away, and another turnover on the Lions. 7 in this half?
That's actually 8 in this half, and now we have a foul on Blake Jackson.
Yep. And that is going to be Blake Jackson's 4th foul.
I think down on the other end, Taylor Heil saw, I think it was Valerius who was wide open.
Yep.
Well, Taylor Heil is, 6'6", has the wingspan of a 747 and still could not get the ball over the
They actually called that foul on Gould.
Okay.
Of Harrisburg.
Well, then that's a turnover on them.
Yep. And that's the 10th team foul. But it doesn't look like Carterville's going to be shooting free throws here. Randy Smith-Peters has both officials over. And they're saying the ball is going to be on the sideline.
Yeah, whatever they're telling Randy Smith-Peters, he's not happy. He's explaining his side.
So it's Carterville basketball. Taylor Heil is on the far sideline in front of the Carterville fans here in the gym. Nobody cuts toward him. Finally, they get it to Beasley, and he takes it in the backcourt. 1:22 left in the game. Get it to Heil. He has a man wide open to Beasley. They have a timeout that is called by Shane Hawkins, and he is stomping his feet, wanting to talk to his boys on the sideline, is not handling that press right. We're going to take a break. It's a full timeout. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. 60. 1:17 left in the ball game here at Carterville. 3-point lead for the Lions, 57-54. Carterville has it. Taylor Heil. We've got a foul on Harrisburg. I think that's going to be on Dylan Morris, number 33. Now Carterville's in the double bonus.
That's not a bad foul because no time ran off the clock, and it forces Carterville to go to the free throw line. Even if Dillon makes both of these, Harrisburg will get the ball back, and again, the clock will not have started.
He hit both of his free throws earlier, and he gets the first one to fall. So it's 58-54, a 4-point lead. 1:17 remaining here in this game. Carterville in action Friday night, Scott. We're making a road trip to Perry County to Pinckneyville. Valerius misses the second. Salisbury gathers the rebound. He's got pressure on him, but he's able to gather it up into the front court, puts the elbow down, but no call. He takes it to the free throw line. Floater is good by Salisbury. Timeout is called. He's got 12 points here in this fourth quarter. It is 58-56, a 2-point lead, and another full timeout. It's Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Robert, we should be good on spots, right? Oh, okay. I thought we were done. All right, we'll make good on it. Back in Carterville. Carterville inbounding the ball. The length of the floor to go. Lob pass to Beasley. He goes up and gets it. Double teamed. Tried to trap him in the backcourt. 1 minute remaining. A 2-point lead for the Lions. Beasley into the front court. They find Justin Johnson wide open. He's able to get the left-hand layup to fall. Good job by the Lions to break that press and find the open man. 45 seconds left. 4-point lead. 60-56. It's coming down to the wire. Salisbury floater to the rack, no good. And Justin Johnson gets the rebound and a foul on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. The foul is on number 23. That is on Isaiah Salisbury. And Justin Johnson is going to go to the line. He can help ice this game for the Lions.
Well, Justin Johnson with a big rebound off of an uncharacteristic miss by Salisbury here in the second half. He tried that floater again. It was short, and Johnson was in there and got the big rebound.
First one is good by Justin Johnson. He has 2, 4, 6, 7 points here in the fourth quarter. He's really bailed Carterville out here, helped them out in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and if he makes this, it'll be a 2-possession game.
With 38 seconds, 38.7 seconds left to be exact. 61 free throws, second is no good, so it's a 5-point lead. Gould has it quickly into the front court. Salisbury fired, no, that was Farrell that fires from three, no good. They get the rebound. Salisbury fires from three, off the iron, no good, and they get the ball again. Salisbury has it from three. No good. The rebound comes off to Ted Ohio. 15 seconds. Blake Jackson in the backcourt, and we have a foul on Salisbury. Jackson's going to the line. That is the fifth team foul or the fifth personal foul on Isaiah Salisbury.
Harrisburg got back into this game by creating turnovers and turning those into points. But Harrisburg has missed their last 4 shots from the field. And Carterville, my friends, they're going to escape with a victory here tonight, or at least it looks like that's going to be the case.
What a good ball game by Isaiah Salisbury. He pops for 27 here in this game, but he just had his 5th foul, and that is going to be it for Isaiah Salisbury. Man, what a fine ball player he is.
He is just so smooth. Again, only a junior. He'll be around next year.
Blake Jackson's at the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Carterville Lions. First one is good. That extends the lead 62-56, a 6-point lead, and a timeout is called by Shane Hawkins. It's a 30-second timeout. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by Artworks in Carterville, specializing in custom graphics and apparel. You can visit them at their new location at 209 West Commercial Drive, right next to Tequila's at the Carterville Crossroads. They do posters, brochures, vinyl signs, and decals. You can even find them online. Go to artworkscustomgraphics.com.
This would be a 2-game winning streak for the Lions heading into the final 2 games of the regular season. Neither one will be easy. This Friday night at Pinckneyville, then a week later against Tarrant before the regional start. But Carterville, when a good teams find ways to win games when they're not playing their best, and I think that's the case here tonight. Second half, especially fourth quarter, Carterville just melted under the pressure. But they've hit some big free throws. They've got some big rebounds, and it looks like they're going to escape.
Blake Jackson is at the line to shoot his second free throw. It's no good. So it's 62-56, a 6-point lead. Harrisburg has it. They get it into the front court. As the shot from 3 is off the back of the iron. Heil with the rebound has the ball knocked out from behind. That's the end though. 62-56. Carterville Lions with a huge win over Harrisburg. Stay tuned. Your post-game show is coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Let's go 2 minutes here, Robert. 2 minutes here, please.
Harrisburg took 21 shots in that third quarter.
Holy cow. Taylor Heil's the player of the game.
Yeah.
Back at Carterville on senior night, where the Carterville Lions walk away with a 62-56 win over the Harrisburg Bulldogs this evening. I'm Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. And, Carterville, a 10-point lead about 3/4 of the way through the third quarter, and then Harrisburg started chipping away, and they got within 2 here in the fourth.
Yeah, it was a very close game, a little closer, I'm sure Shane Hawkins would have liked. But, Carterville for the game shot 66% from the field. Carterville shot 78% from the field in the fourth quarter. That may be a little misleading because Carterville had so many turnovers in the fourth quarter, but when they did get a shot off, they made it. 42% from the field for Harrisburg. Harrisburg only had the 1-3 in the game, and that was at the end of the third quarter. Harrisburg out-rebounded Carterville 25-21. Salisbury led Bulldogs with 8 rebounds. Heil led the Lions with 11 boards. 10 turnovers for the Bulldogs, 15 for Carterville. And Carterville survives on senior night, and they head off to the road for the next 2 before the regionals.
At Pinckneyville next Friday night at 7:30. Let me correct something I said earlier. I had Isaiah Salisbury. He had his 5th foul there with about a minute left, but he wound up with 29 points, not 27 points. Man, just impressed with him. Have been impressed with him from the first time he played in high school basketball here for the Lions, and 29 points for him. But Carterville, they get the win over the Harrisburg Bulldogs this evening, 62-56. Taylor Heil, 25 points on his senior night. Nice performance from him. Brendan Beasley gets 10. Blake Jackson adds 5 for the Lions. Justin Johnson, hero of the game for the Lions in the fourth quarter. He winds up with 7 points, all 7 in the fourth quarter. Bailed them out 2 or 3 times as they found him down low coming across the timeline to break that press. You have Grant Garby that started the game tonight. He has 4 points, and Dylan Valerius adds 5 for the Lions. 62-56. Lions with a win here on senior night.
Well, guys like Garby, Valerius that haven't played a lot at the varsity level this year until recently with the Luke Ford injury really stepped up tonight. Garby had some big rebounds, especially in that first half. He had 2 offensive rebounds. Valerius hit some big free throws. He had a couple of big baskets as well. You know, Taylor Heil was the guy tonight who you could almost see it in his eyes that he wanted the ball tonight. He knew that this was his chance to take advantage of the smaller lineup that Harrisburg had on the floor, and he did a great job. But again, you know, Carterville could have won this game going away, but they have trouble getting the ball in bounds. Then when they do, at times they have trouble handling the pressure. Carterville did just enough tonight to win.
Carterville gets the win tonight, 62-56. With it being senior night, you know, one of the traditions we have here on JPF is we ask that the seniors come up with the coach, and we get to talk with them for just a couple of minutes, and so I'm expecting them to come up. But, you know, this was a learning game for the Lions this evening. You would say, well, it's kind of late in the season for a learning game. Carterville's still trying to learn how to handle that full court pressure, how to get the ball into the front court, how to finish a game. That's the most important thing. They've struggled with that all year long. But tonight they passed the test. They get the win, 62-56. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll continue here. And don't forget, Scott, we got to choose our Joe's Lawn Care player of the game. That's all on the way here on News Radio WJPF. Let's go 2 here. 2 here, please. I need to wear pinstripes. Doesn't saran wrap do the same thing, make you look thinner? Those are the shoes I need right there. You and I should get matching shoes like that.
Are you buying?
I'll buy them.
Okay.
If you'll wear them, I'll wear them. I'll buy them. Everybody on YouTube, can you see that? No, you don't get lost in the dark. Make going to the bathroom in the middle of the night a whole lot easier. Back at Carterville, it's Dave McKenzie on a Tuesday night game here. Carterville on the senior night, they come away with a 62-56 win this evening over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Man, you got to give it to Harrisburg. They didn't quit, Scott. They fought their way back into this game, and but Carterville able to hang on here this evening.
Well, Harrisburg's played some close games recently, and they've lost all of them to Murfreesboro, to Benton, and now to Carterville. They haven't found a way to get over that proverbial hump, but they're primed for maybe a decent run in the 2A regional, which starts in El Dorado next week. I know they haven't had the season record-wise that they would like to have, but this is a very dangerous team come postseason time. Anytime you got a kid like Salisbury, you got a chance.
Let's get Shane Hawkins. He's stopping and talking with the family for a second. Let's go on and jump on in here. Taylor, come on in. Taylor Heil joining us here on our post-game show. The senior tonight, man, what a way to go out. 25 points for you. You played with purpose this evening.
Thank you. Yeah, always makes it easier on senior night going out with a win. Definitely given us some momentum going into Pinckneyville and Heron in the postseason.
Absolutely. And kind of with it being senior night, talk about it being your last game. What were your thoughts before the game, before the tip-off?
I definitely wanted to come out here and leave everything on the court. No regrets, last chance playing here. Regular season, we'll have regionals here. But overall, just focused on going out there, playing my hardest, and getting that win.
Taylor, it looked like early in the game you had that focus, that drive, knowing that you had the height advantage tonight. Last few games with Luke not in the lineup, a little bit of a hard time on the inside, but tonight it just looked like you wanted the ball. You had a double-double tonight. You had 11 rebounds. It just looked like you were focused on the game tonight.
Yeah, Coach talked about it before the game. I had a mismatch inside, and there was no one out there, hardly over 6'2", and if I got the ball down low, just to go right up, put the ball in the hole. And so I want to make sure to focus on that and help my team out.
Taylor Howell joining us here, buddy. It's been a pleasure to watch you play for the last 4 years, and wherever the world takes you in the future, we just want to say thank you for your time and effort, your dedication to this basketball program, and it's been a pleasure to watch you.
Thank you. I loved every second of it, and I appreciate all you guys do for the team.
Taylor Howell joining us here on our post-game show. Let's get Blake Jackson to step on in here. BJ, with the game tonight, you wind up with, let's see here, you wind up with 5 in the game. Man, that was a hard-fought game on your senior night. It's supposed to be easy when you're a senior.
That's for sure.
They didn't agree to that, did they?
No, they came out ready to play. I mean, that's what we asked for. But our team responded very well. Everyone that got in the game came into battle, and we did fine. We started worrying there late in the game, but, I mean, when they start pressing, all they're trying to do is speed you up, and you just got to slow it down. We managed to win. That's all it takes on senior night.
Yeah, Blake, you drew the assignment most of the time tonight guarding Salisbury. He's a heck of a player, and I know he got, 29 points, but you guys kept him in check for the first 3 quarters to where, it gave you that opportunity to win the game.
Yeah, he's a really solid player all the way around. He can score inside all the way out to the arc. But, yeah, I was guarding him, but it was not one-on-one. It was 1-on-5. My teammates really stepped in on help. Late in the game when we were scrambling, I mean, that good player is going to make plays late in the game, and you tip your hat to him and go on.
Did a nice job. What was your thoughts? Buddy, you've been playing 4 years. This is your last, you got another game at home once we get into the regionals. But what were you thinking when you were in the locker room and you came out for your warm-ups this evening?
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't hit you till, this is your last time you're going to run out into your home crowd in a regular season game. I mean, sure it's going to be different. I mean, I've grown up around baseball and basketball, Carterville sports all my life, and when it's done, it's done. There ain't no coming back. It's going to sure be different.
Blake Jackson here joining us. Of course, his dad, Bobby Jackson, been a long-time basketball coach in Carterville and baseball coach and done a little bit of everything. And it's just been same thing we said to Taylor. It's been a pleasure to watch you play.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for everything you do.
Congratulations, Blake. Thank you. Finally, our third senior this evening, the man that runs the point for the Lions, number 30, Brendan Beasley, joining us here. A tough ball game tonight.
It was a tough one, but we were doing really good in the first half. And then I think we kind of gave it back to them. Coach was saying in 3 minutes the game was back in their hands. But it was a really tough one, and I think it was a good win for senior night.
Is this a kind of game that helps you as we're going to Pinckneyville, going to Heron, but then you get into regional play? Is that a game that can help you out?
Absolutely. I mean, we won 3 in a row so far. So if we can go and beat Pinckneyville at their house, and then after that go beat Heron, hopefully we can get some momentum going into the playoffs.
What was your thoughts coming into tonight? You and I we bumped into each other. I asked you, and you said, man, it's like my freshman game. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah, it feels like my freshman year was just yesterday, and I miss it. It's going to suck when it's gone, but tonight was a really good game for us. I think that it was almost good for us to have to fight and come back. We had to dig deep and find out that we can come back and win this as a team. It was a good game. Kyle started to catch fire, so I started to get him the ball a lot. That's what I was trying to focus on in the first half. Then I got in foul trouble. I kind of lost my rhythm a little bit, but it was a good game. He did absolutely great. He's looking good right now.
He is looking good.
Brendan, last 2 games, the team has shot the ball very well from the field. You in particular seem to have found your touch. This is the perfect time to get hot, isn't it?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
62-56, the Lions get the win. Buddy, it's been fun to watch you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate your efforts here. And that's our 3 seniors, Taylor Heil, Blake Jackson, and Brendan Beasley. Head coach Shane Hawkins is here. Let's flash back to 1990, what was it, 92, 93?
94.
94.
Not that old. I feel that old. Saved me a couple years anyway.
What were you thinking on your senior night at Pinckneyville? Man, what a great tradition Pinckneyville has. I was, they're so tradition rich at Pinckneyville. And what were your thoughts on your senior night?
And we obviously had high expectations and ambitions for the postseason, and so we probably didn't enjoy senior night as much as we probably should have.
So you had to go to work.
Yeah. It was, and we had a bunch of seniors. We had, I think we had 9 seniors that year, and it was a chance to close out the conference undefeated. But Coach Korn started, and it was what we did. We started the seniors who didn't normally start. So it was one of the few times in my high school career that I didn't start. It was on senior night. I started my junior year on senior night because we didn't have 5 seniors. But you know what? And I told them before the game, right, to the seniors, go leave it on the line. You know, yes, we're going to play a regional in here, but you'll never forget senior night. Yeah. You'll never forget. It's just a different feel. And you'll never forget it. And then I told the juniors and sophomores and freshmen, it's go make senior night memorable for our seniors. You know, go play hard. Go do things so when we walk out here tonight, our seniors will walk out positive, understanding that what we've done, understanding that you were able to win on senior night, because it's a big deal and it's something you'll never forget. And hopefully we can kind of have some pictures they can kind of relax a little bit and kind of enjoy the ceremony, and we'll get back to work tomorrow.
Your main senior in the middle, Taylor Heil, started off hot, stayed hot the entire game, and man, it was nice to see the big guy get the points that he did tonight, because he was fantastic.
Yes, he was, and we got it to him in situations where he was open, and they have obviously they don't have a whole lot of size, and if we can handle it on the pressure or on the perimeter, if we can handle the pressure and have a little bit of patience, we could pound it into him. And I thought he did a pretty good job of working to create passing angles for himself. And then just like we tell our post guys all the time, if you want to build confidence in those post guys or in those perimeter guys getting you the ball, then go score when they get it to you. And I thought they did a very good job of looking for him in there, and then he stepped out and hit a couple jumpers, and he played with a lot of confidence tonight.
He did.
It's good to see, no question.
Coach, second straight game, your team has shot very well from the field, 66% from the field tonight. I go back to the fourth quarter where your 10-point lead kind of evaporated. You still shot 78% in the fourth quarter. So
we just didn't get enough shots.
If you weren't turning the ball over, you were scoring.
You know what? And we panic it. We panic against it, and we work against pressure stuff all the time. But you get them in the game, and man, we try to play really, really fast, and we get so sped up against pressure. And there's been nights we've handled it pretty well, and then there's been several nights where we've had it tonight where once we turn it over once, then we're looking to turn it over again and a third time. And but it's. We had our seniors out there, and that's who's got to lead us. And we were able to make enough plays down the stretch. Didn't always look real pretty, but like we say, at the end of the night, either it goes in the left-hand column or the right-hand column, and as long as it goes under that W column, we'll worry about the rest tomorrow.
But as important as those seniors were in the fourth quarter, it was actually a junior that saved the bacon for the Carterville Lions, as Justin Johnson winds up with 7 points, all 7 in that fourth. He was the wide open man on that when they were trying to break that press.
He got, and I think Dylan Moore had 6 straight. I think he got a 3 in there.
Is that
with about 3.5, and then he got a 3-point play like the next trip, and
That reminds me, I wanted to say, Dylan Moore has gone to the line for the and one. I bet you 12 times.
Silly.
It is silly how many times.
Absolutely. I think there for a while, it was like 3 or 4 games in a row he got fouled on a three.
Three-pointer, yeah.
And it's, he's got the way his follow-through is he kind of jumps forward a little bit. There's contact, and he's not doing anything wrong.
No.
But it's just his momentum carries him forward on after he releases a shot. And if you close out too tight to him, there's going to be contact, and the shooter's always going to be, he should always be protected.
Let's look ahead toward Friday night on the road at Pinckneyville. This is your hometown. It is a big game. Even though conference implications don't really apply to Carterville, this is a game that you want to go in and you want to beat these guys.
Yeah, I think that the one thing for us is hopefully we can go in relaxed, and because there's no conference implication, there's no conference championship on the line, and hopefully that will relax us a little bit, so we can go in and go compete. And I thought for 21 minutes the last time we played, we were just as good or better.
I agree.
And they turned the tables in about a 3-minute span, and then kind of widened it out there in the fourth quarter. But I thought for 20 or 21 minutes, I thought we were really, really good. And now it's, can we sustain that for a longer period of time? Can we go into an environment that's going to be loud? Probably is their senior night, my guess.
Probably. I think
because
so.
their regional start the next week. So there'll be a good crowd. It'll be loud. That's a fun environment. It'll be a fun environment because you don't get that opportunity to play in that environment very often. And like I said, there's no pressure on us. Let's go have fun, go compete, go play. We finally won 2 in a row for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
So gain a little momentum going into Friday, carried over until next week, and let's see if we can't be right on a high going into the postseason.
Coach, one thing I wanted to add about this game, guys like Grant Garby, Valerius, the one thing you had to like with their play, especially from Garby in the first half, when he got the ball, he was aggressive.
Yes.
When Valerius got the ball, he was aggressive. They weren't timid. They weren't shy. They weren't afraid. They went to the glass. These are kids you're going to count on next year.
Yeah, and that's the one thing we talk about. I think at times, and we talked about it after the game in the fourth quarter, we get so casual in what we do. And I think a lot of our turnovers against the pressure just because we're so casual. We're casual on a cut. We're casual when we go catch it. I think we just kind of get loose with it. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to be more
with
aggressive.
a purpose.
Yes. I mean, we get casual on cuts. We make casual passes. I think sometimes we shoot it very, very casual. It's kind of like a slow shot. And so that's the next step to get us to that next level is we've got to go make a play with the mindset that this is the most important play of the game, and be ultra aggressive in what we do, and I think that if we can get to that point, then I still don't think we've reached our maximum potential yet. I still think we have some areas we can improve, and then obviously the last couple minutes, not freaking out against the press. But that's the positive about it is we still have room to improve, and that's I think our guys understand that too.
62-56, the final tonight. Carterville gets the win on senior night over Harrisburg. And finally, one thing, your thoughts on Salisbury. He is just a fine ball player.
He's really good. He can score it. He can score the basketball, and I don't know how many he had tonight.
29.
Boy, we did a good scouting report there. But he does it very, very.
He didn't
effortless.
Get 30.
Yes, we held him
to under 30.
He still got half of them.
Congratulations.
But you know what? He does it so effortless. He doesn't force a bunch of shots. He it's a quiet 29.
Yeah.
It really
he glides.
Yes,
he glides.
It's a quiet 29, and he's able to get to the free throw a lot because he's so athletic that he's got a very good first step. He understands how to play. You don't go get 29 and make it look that easy. And he didn't do it. He didn't get 29 on 25 shots.
No.
He got 29 on maybe 15, and then he got to the free throw line. But he's very efficient in what he does. No question, he's a Division I player because he can go score the basketball, and again, you make it look that easy.
And the thing is, it seems like, we were talking about it in the pregame show, seems like he's been playing high school ball for like 8 years, and he's a junior.
Yeah, I can't wait to play him again next year. Look forward to that. He's one of those guys that you really like to go watch play somebody else.
Yes.
You don't like to be on the sideline when he's scoring 29 against you. He's really, really good. There's no question. And I think that I know he's on the Division I radar right now, but I can only imagine after the spring AAU circuit and the July circuit, he's going to get some low to mid-major offers. And I mean, he's a Missouri Valley type player because he's got good size. He's a very good athlete. He's got a high basketball IQ. I mean, because you don't go score 29 on 15 shots if you don't have an understanding how the game's played. And I think there's no question. I think he's really, really good. And I can't wait till we play him in 2 years when he's not here.
62-56, the Lions win on senior night over Harrisburg. Coach Shane Hawkins, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you Friday.
Hawk joining us on our post-game show. We need to quickly choose our Joe's Lawn Care player of the game.
Well, only fitting that a senior would get it tonight. Got to go with Taylor Heil. Had a double-double tonight. How many points did you have him for?
25.
25 points, 11 rebounds. He finally had a little bit of room to maneuver on the inside tonight. He didn't have the tall timber to play against. 6'2" is the tallest player that Harrisburg started tonight. And Taylor Heil was hitting from inside, was hitting from outside, rebounding, as I said, 11 boards. Just a perfect weight in the regular season for Taylor Heil and the rest of these seniors here at home tonight.
Joe's Lawn Care player of the game, your Taylor Heil. It's brought to you by Joe's Lawn Care. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Calls 534-8148. Owned by Joe and Lindsay McCann at Carterville. Joe's Lawn Care, proudly serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years. They specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, also landscaping maintenance, spring and fall cleanup, snow removal, property maintenance. They do it all. They'll take care of you. Great customer service. It's Joe's Lawn Care. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. Taylor Heil. He is our Joe's Lawn Care player of the game. As we said, Carterville is in action on Friday night. We're going to hit the road to Pinckneyville. Pre-game is set to start at 7:30. It may be a little bit later because I think it is their senior night at Pinckneyville. But tune in at 7:30. We'll let you know. And 7:45 is the tip-off. Nice ball game tonight. That's a good win for Carterville.
Good teams find ways to win games when adversity hits, and Carterville definitely had adversity in the fourth quarter, but they found a way to win. Now you go on the road for the final two against two good teams in Pinckneyville and Heron. That should get you ready for the regional. It's almost here, Mr. McKenzie.
Also, just one more time, the Carterville Lady Lions are playing for the regional championship Thursday night, 7 o'clock. They won tonight over Salem in the semifinal, 37-29. Megan Barrett, 14 points. Carterville is now 26-3 on the season, the number one seed in that regional. We invite you, Carterville fans, to head up to Centralia Thursday night, 7 o'clock is the game time. We don't know yet who they will face. Probably will be Carbondale, but we'll have to wait and see. For Robert Teese, our producer-engineer back at the station, thank you. For my partner, Scott Hudson, for Amy on the camera right over here, and I'm Dave McKenzie. We'll talk to you Friday night from Pinckneyville with Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. See ya.